How grateful we are to live in faith, putting our hearts in the light of the grace of the world whenever we go through the changes in our daily lives. I pray that the lives of our listeners today will be filled with the peace that flows from the word of the Lord. Despite the occasional cold, it is evident that the great air currents are already moving from winter to spring. In this kind of weather, when I feel cold or empty, I go to the sea not far away. When I stand in front of this place where the calm rivers gather and spread out to a wider place, I look back on the countless stories in my life that came and went like a wave. Sometimes, in the face of unexpected wounds in life, we have to endure unimaginable sorrow and pain, or endure times of agony. Then, I humbly reflect on how I wish I could have been able to handle all of these things flexibly, like a flowing river or that silent sea. Today, though the Lord delivered you into my grasp, I would not harm the Lord's anointed. Even in the face of an opportunity to take revenge on the one who intimidated and feared him, they relied on God's love and mercy to choose patience and love. I also ask for the desire to be able to respond to the world with such an unwavering deep stillness. Just as we have borne the image of the earthly one, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly one. We work while being buried in the concept of this time, in which we live by adding breath to this body made of soil. But in the end, what you should aim for is to become a person belonging to heaven. It's not about what clothes you wear, it's about how you live your life. Accepting without hesitation the worldly behavior of taking the present as everything, exercising authority as power to gain an edge over each other, and rationalizing and even taking it for granted that hurting others. These things are the result of not looking to God. Also, something like this is nothing more than the folly of being preoccupied with a temporary thing that will eventually be buried. Do to others as you would have them to do to you. Do good to them, and lend expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great and you will be children of the Most High. Although I am a weak human being in the face of experiences that come against the will of my heart, I am more grateful because of my poverty and emptiness that I have nothing to hope for. If I can keep your passion even in the field like the jungle without any resentment, hatred, or cursing, I am simply grateful because I am tamed with the love of the Lord's mercy. It is truly beautiful and difficult enough to be called a golden rule. It's just love. Feeling in the love of God where I emptied myself is a painful cross for humanity. However, I find comfort in the hope that the landscape I create and draw will eventually become my life. We will be lonely. No one can replace us. And we will look back on a life that only ourselves can understand and create in our relations with God. And I pray that all of us will be died with a true happiness that is satisfied with God alone at the end of the day. Like a river that gets deeper and wider and quieter as it gets lower and lower, and like the sea that the river meets. I hope that it will be a time to pray that our lives, which will be ultimately decided, be beautiful according to God's will through love, forgiveness, and deep embrace.